Good afternoon, everybody. It's Mark, the Bowlerhat Farmer. I need to quickly do something. It's to say thank you. Thank you for three things. What have happened today? One, beautiful sunshine in the sky. None of that going on today. None of that at all. Two, Reform Party launched their manifesto, what they're calling a contract. Worth a watch. I'm going to stick a link down below for the video. It's mind-blowing. I personally think Nigel Farage has been listening to my channel because he's taken everything I talk about over the past year and he's put it in a manifesto. I am not going to say no more than that. Just I'll put the link in. You watch it and tell me what you think. Thirdly, I've got three daughters. When they were little, they used to love Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins! And they used to love one little thing about it. A little thing called supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. What's I got to be happy about, you're thinking to yourself? Well, let me tell you. I need to say a few thank yous in this section. We've just hit 1,500 people on YouTube. So I'm a bit delighted about that, really, because that takes us to another level. It was something we've been working towards. 12,500 on Facebook. The YouTube side, I owe massive thanks to you guys because you have taken the time to like, share, follow, subscribe and all the other things. And that's amazing because, you know, that either means that this crazy person has got some other crazy people following him, or that you guys actually think I might have something positive to say about the world situation. So let's think about it. So on that, two people I need to put a special thanks to. One, Chris Brooks from LSB Productions. He has often done interviews for me and shared, and I really appreciate it because Chris got demonetised a couple of weeks ago, and that's a sad day for what we're going to class as democracy in this country, because somebody thought telling the truth is a bad thing. Secondly, the legendary and personal friend of mine, I have to say, Richard Vobes, who has given me the time on his channel several times to interview me and share to his subscribers my videos and things. So Richard, thank you very much. You and the lovely Julia will be with you in July. I know we're doing a talk together, so I'm looking forward to that very much. In Needham Market, if you haven't booked your tickets yet to see Richard and the Bowlerhat Farmer, I suggest you do so rather quickly. I'll put the poster down below. So that's my three things. I've had a good day. A good day. Now, what else we got to talk about? Yesterday I put up a video talking about growing of food and about how food is just not growing this year. Now, I've had a huge amount of feedback across social media about this, talking about from my side the stuff we've grown, how it's bolted or it's not growing, or you know, the weather, the rainy stuff has filthed it, whatever it is. Massive amount of feedback on social media from people all over the UK, all over the world. Lots of private messages, texts, WhatsApps, you name it, we've had it. Facebook messages and everybody else on YouTube and everybody else. You know, look through some of the comments from people, please do. And add your own as well, because that's the important thing. When I do videos, I want your feedback. That is really important for me, to get feedback from you guys, because that's the reason I really do this, is, you know, to sort of put the word out there and to get people to buy into what we're talking about, because scary times is a-coming. We know it and they know it. The difference is you might not. So that's my job here. Lots of people talking about how their food is not growing this year, how the weather has affected things, so that the crops people thought they were going to be bringing in are not coming in. Anything that seems to need to flower this year isn't doing so. Anything that needs to be in a position of needing sunlight, you know, to get the birds and the bees on it, that hasn't happened. We all know, we as individual human beings need sunshine. It gives us vitamin D, and You know, that's one of the things what I've always loved about the summer and loved about getting outside. I definitely know that my dad is someone who suffers badly with SAD syndrome over the winter. I don't think I do, but you know, it is a vitamin D shortage and we need more of it, girls and guys. Not synthetic, you know, we can all take vitamins, but just look at this beautiful thing up there in the sky. It's just amazing to be on this planet soaking up that sunshine. So a lot of people concerned about my video yesterday and commented on it, and that meant a lot to me because sometimes, you know, you get growing stuff and you think you're the only person who's got this problem, and it's become quite clear end to end of the planet, anywhere where there's going on, that's causing people problems. A lot of people saying the seed this year hasn't germinated. Well, that doesn't really surprise me. You know, the seed companies are all owned by one particular foundation. I won't say Bill Gates, but they do. And all that seed has been geoengineered to not germinate, or if it does, you ain't going to get no seed out of it next year. What's any good for you? So, need to get heritage seeds, boys and girls. I would suggest you do that quite quickly. I would suggest that time is running out. On from that, I've been reviewing my food storage and looking at what we've got put aside. And yes, we have a lot of food storage put aside, but we're going to be increasing ours now considerably, because I genuinely believed that farmers would always want to farm, and there would always be a way in which farmers would be able to grow food. Now, that's true, I believe, to the biggest degree. The problem is when the seed's messed up, the weather's messed up, subsidies have been messed up because it made it more profitable to not farm than to farm. And we've got complete lunacy on food production. Lots of food plants burnt down across the world last year, and you know, these things have all calculatedly, in my opinion, been done to sabotage the world food supply. And for anyone who wants to sit there and criticise me or question me, please feel free to do so. I might suggest that you go and do your own research, and that you just take a little bit of time, just a little bit, to dive into where we are, because it's a muddle, it's a mess, and there's going to be shortages. No matter what happens, come the end of this year, you are going to see food prices rocket through the roof, boys and girls, and I mean rocket through the roof. Where do we go from there? We've got to get into the position of doing something sensible about this, so I would suggest you start stocking up now. Start stocking up on your essentials, your grains, your rices, things like that. Tin food, as much as I don't like tin food because of all the salts and sugars in it, listen to me, eating something is better than eating nothing. You have got time, I believe, to get your house in order, but time is running out. If the powers to be have their way, they will do away with cash. Change us all over to CBDCs. You will not get in a supermarket unless you have a digital account. I don't want one. I only want to deal in cash, so I don't want to go to the supermarkets. That, from my side, is the be all and end all. Take your money, your cash, from the cash pointy machiney thing. Take the money out, go spend it where you want to. Don't give it to the supermarkets. Bad, bad boys they are. Owned by big corporations who don't care about you and me. You know, what used to be great when I was a kid, that every shop that was on the high street was small and independent. There was choice. There was vigour about it. You know, families stayed open late to pay for the kids to go to school. Kids on a Saturday could go and have a job to look after the shop. You know, there was always jobs everywhere. You could leave a job at 9 o'clock and have another one by 10 and probably another one by 12. It didn't matter because there was plenty of work out there. Where are we now? Kids can't work. They can't get insured to work. Companies don't want to employ them. Well, I think we need to get the kids back to work. It never done me any harm. I've always loved a day's work. Yes, probably loved it a little bit too much every now and again. You know, several partners have told me that along the way. But, you know, here we are. And you've got to get off your backside and do something. My suggestion is get the kids back to work. Get people back to work generally. We don't have people working anymore. We've got to get people back into jobs. You know, there's plenty of people can go and do some work. Go and volunteer if you haven't got nothing better to do with your time. So where do we go from here, boys and girls? Well, it's time in the evening for me to go and have some dinner. I know that. My lovely partner will have cooked me dinner because she's lovely. Gloria's a good girl, have to say. I love her bits, love her bits. So, from my side, to you, each and every one of you, thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, all of that side. Please continue to do so, because wouldn't it be lovely if we could hit 2,000 people within the next couple of months? That would be amazing, because we only launched the channel a few months back now. Special thanks goes out to my friend Pete, who looks after my YouTube channel, because I do not know how to do it. 100%. I've got genuinely no idea. I make the videos and I send them to him and he deals with it and makes all the pretty bits at the front and the back and deals with it, because I don't know how to edit or nothing else. So if there's things in here what are wrong, it's because I don't edit it. Right? So thanks to Pete very much. Big love to everybody today, because today is a very special day. Remember, 3 things. The best one, I have to say, the best thing I have to say is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the story goes, it's sometimes quite atrocious, boys and girls, it's been emotional.